everyone, Tracy here. I was tagged in the 20 favorites and must-haves for 2011, and Melissa, who is Queen Bee 063, Allison of Alyluvsminialbums, and Linda of Scrapcat Cards by Linda, they tagged me to do this. And you know what? It took me forever to figure out 20 things. I only had 8 for the longest time. And then once I started going, I could have thought of a lot more. But this is just a card I made. I thought I'd let you see that while I would chatted, so you didn't have to look at my beautiful tablecloth here. So the first thing on my list, and this is a must-have for me, is recipe cards. And let me just back this up. Wrong way. I use recipe cards for journaling. I ink them up. I punch them. I stamp on them. I use them for everything. Like I said, I use them for the inside of my cards, and here is proof on this card here. I use them for journaling spots. I use these suckers for everything. So this is my #1. I use these a lot. So that's my first one. My second one is my mat, and it's all grungy and dirty, but that just proves that I use it all the time and I love it. I would love to have my whole table as one of these mats, but yeah, it's pretty bad. See, it started as my sewing mat, and then it's one of the self-adhesive ones. And then when I started scrapbooking, it became my glue all area. And my next must-have is my cutter. And I just have one of these, the Fiskars simple cutters, and I just keep changing these out. I've had a few over the years because I notice, I think I end up cutting this track here. So I've had to get a few, but I love them because you can take them with you anywhere you go, and it's not this big, massive cutter. And of course, this is one of my must-haves. It's my ATG gun. I know I have the old red one, but I love this thing. And it's funny because my husband talked me into getting this. I used this once at a class. I went to my local scrapbooking store. She did a card class, and I hated the thing. I did not like it. It was too hard to rip the tape off. And my husband and I, we were in Winnipeg in a scrapbook store, and my husband is the worst or the best enabler you can imagine. And he told me to get this. He says, oh, you'll use less tape. The lady was a really good sales lady that sold it to me. So I did, and as you can see, I decorated it. It didn't come like that. And you know what? I love this thing. I'm glad that he talked me into getting it. And it's the old one. I think it only comes with the I think it's half-inch. I think that's half-inch tape. Which is fine. I'm only used to that one, but I know that you can get smaller tapes now. But another tape I love to use is the red tape, and the reason I use a lot of this is because I make the mini albums, and when I put things in there, you want them to last and be durable, so that's why I use the red sticky tape. Another must-have for me is my foam dots, and I usually use these ones, but more than not, I use these ones, and these are from the dollar store. And I usually use these on cards because, you know, I really don't think people save their cards. I save all my cards, but the average person doesn't, so I'm not worried if it's not acid-free or anything like that. So that is one of my favorites. And the next favorites are my scissors. And I just got these a few months ago, the Tim Holtz ones, because I never thought I'd need them. But when I started buying rubber stamps and you have to cut them, I love this. And I love the sound. Listen to this. I don't know, it's just, you could feel each little tooth cutting, and I just love the sound. Is that weird? It probably is, but I don't know, I just love these. And they're a soft handle, so they're good for my fingers, because I have a little bit of rheumatoid arthritis in my fingers, and these are really nice. And so are these. I love these because they're spring mounted, so they're very easy to cut out anything, and my detailed cutting, I love these. And these also, I take these with me when I go to camp and stuff like that, and these are really nice detailed cutters too, and I like that they have a cover on them so I don't stab myself. So that is another one of my favorites. And my distress inks. I have to find a better way to store them. I had them all nice and organized, and then I decided to make all the holders for them, and they ended up in the shoebox, and they're still in the shoebox. And I'll figure out a way to store them so they're all nice and neat, because I don't like this. This is clutter to me, and it drives me crazy. And here's the new ones I got from Dina. Thank you, Dina. I haven't opened them up yet. But this is like, with that Frank's Red Hot, you know, you put that shit on everything. That is what Tim Holtz inks are for me. I ink up everything, like even this little card here. It's inked all the way around here. I'm surprised I didn't ink around here, but I did ink around the red. This is white cardstock. I inked around the edges here. I inked around the heart. This punch, I should say. I ink everything. I really do use these all the time. And my next isn't a must-have, but it is a favorite of mine, is my Copics. And even if I don't use them every day, just look at all those colors. These are the new ones I haven't put in yet. But look at these colors. Like, doesn't that just make you happy? Like, looking at all those colors just makes me happy. I just love to look at the colors. And I do use these a lot. And I use them in this container here because I take them with me. I take them to our camp. And I color there. I usually have them upstairs so I can color while my husband and I are watching TV. If I only colored here, I would love a storage area, but because I take them with me, this is perfect, this container here. And what's Copics without stamps? So this is just one of my many containers of stamps, and I like to like flip through everything. I call myself a flipper because I like to flip. I don't like to like go through books and stuff like that. So this is perfect for me. And here's some of my stamps, my Magnolia. They're so adorable, those stamps. And I love the CC Design stamps. These are a lot of Christmas ones in here, but I just love these stamps. They're so cute and they're so fun to color. And then of course you need Memento ink to stamp with those. And my other choice, and this is a must-have, and I'm going to have to lift this up so you can see it a bit, is my, and I'll just show it quickly. Can we see it? My chicken light. This is an actual one of those chicken lights that they put for to warm up chicks, the baby chicks. And I put one of those OTT lights in. I think that's what they're called. I put one of those light bulbs in there, and it gives me such nice light in here, nice natural light, because my scrapbooking room is in the basement in the corner, and it has no windows whatsoever, no natural light. You turn the light off, it's black in here and you can't find your way anywhere. So I love that light. The next one is Exacto Knife. This is a must-have. I need my Exacto Knife. I'm always using it for detailed cutting, and yeah, I use this a lot, the Exacto Knife. And the next is my punches, and I use any punch that I like. It doesn't matter who makes it. If I like the shape, I'll use it. I know certain people just like certain punches, but I love all the punches. And I really like these little ones because these are the ones that I make my flowers for my cards. So I like the little ones. Another one of my favorites is these, oh, I've got some glare here, are these jewels. And what they are, I just get them from the dollar store because I'm thrifty. And I either use them as a whole image like this, but more than not, I cut them out and I just use individual jewels on my cards. Like even this card here, these little jewels here, they're from here. I just cut them out individually and put them on the card. Another one of my favorites is, I know I have odd ones. Most people have products, but I have things like this. These are bank envelopes you get from the bank, and I use these a lot. I've made mini albums out of them, and if I'm doing a mini album, I cut this down, and I can use this as an envelope in the actual mini album. So you just decorate the front with your pattern paper, and nobody would ever know that you got these from the bank. And I ink the edges up, surprise, surprise, and you wouldn't know the difference. So I love those, and they're free. Another one item that I really like, I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but I really like, and this is the Xyron. I have a few different sizes of these, and when I make mini books and that, I love to run my pages through here so you have full adhesion. And I use the backs also for when I ink. When I use the backs of the paper, where once you pull the adhesive off, I use the backs of those to ink on, so I don't make a mess, any more of a mess on my mat. And I think I'm at 17, and that would be my Cuttlebug. I love this little machine. I like that it's compact. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it fits almost all the dies except for the extra big ones. And I love the Sizzix dies, and this is the newest one I got. I really like that. And you can't have Cuttlebug without your dies. I don't use it so much for embossing, which I do have a lot of embossing plates, but I don't seem to emboss too much, but I do a lot of cutting with it. Then my next would be my baby wipes. I know this is an odd one to have, but after I stamp, I like to keep my stamps clean, so I'll just take one of these out and they pop right up. Or if you want to wipe your hands, because I hate sticky hands, then I like to use these, so this is a good idea. And my trusty label maker. Look at it, I even labeled my label maker. How anal am I? But yeah, I love my label maker. And if you look around my room, I think I did a room, it might show on my last room tour, is I use this thing not only in here, my craft room, I label everything, but for household. If you look at my in my spice cupboards and that, you'll see everything is labeled. I don't know, it makes me happy to do that. And my last one, I think this is my last one, is these little paper packs. I've never bought them because I thought they were kind of like a waste of money, because you can get a whole 12 by 12, and these are 6 by 6 or the 8 by 8s. They seem so tiny. But now that I'm into making cards, I really like these 6 by 6 paper packs because they're not that expensive. They're like $7 for this whole pack of paper, and you usually get 2 papers per pack, and once you make your card, you still have extras to make the inside. Like I used the background, and then I had 2 strips left, so I decorated the inside so it's cohesive with the front. So there you go. Those are my 20, I think I did 20 favorites. I wouldn't say they're all must-haves, but they're my favorites. And I'm supposed to tag 5 people, but everybody has been picked. So I'm going to tag Dina from Matter of Scrap, and I'm going to tag Shell, and her channel is Baby Tweetums. So I will leave those links below if you wanted to check them out, because they have excellent videos as well. And thanks for joining me, and I hope everybody has a good day. Bye now.